And when I saw Bitcoin for the first time, I looked into it. I said, oh my God, this may be what does for money what the internet did for information.
Cryptocurrency based upon technology. Moore's law states that the efficiency of technology doubles every 2 years. This is a simplified explanation of the law, but the fact remains that technology is growing exponentially, and so are cryptocurrencies. With the amount of the market cap these mathematical wonders now take up, nobody can afford to take them seriously anymore. But what do I know? We have decided to take a look at what the experts say about cryptocurrencies in 2021. How do we take advantage of their growing popularity and use blockchain technology to our advantage? This is what the experts are saying will happen to the crypto space in 2021. But before we get into the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so you don't miss any of the new videos we post. What is cryptocurrency? A cryptocurrency or crypto is a digital asset designed to work as a medium of exchange, wherein individual coin ownership records are stored in a ledger existing in a form of a computerized database using strong cryptography to secure transaction records, to control the creation of additional coins, and to verify the transfer of coin ownership. It typically does not exist in physical form, unlike paper money, and is typically not issued by a central authority. Cryptocurrencies typically use decentralized control as opposed to centralized digital currency and central banking system. When a cryptocurrency is minted or created prior to issuance or issued by a single issuer, it is generally considered centralized. When implemented with decentralized control, each cryptocurrency works through distributed ledger technology, typically a blockchain that serves as a public financial transaction database. Therefore, there can be no tampering without all the ledgers being changed as well. What is going to happen in the cryptocurrency space in 2021? Will there be major changes to this sphere of society in 2021? If so, what would they be, and what should you do about it? We decided to see what the experts say. Forrester Chief Analyst Martha Bennett. Market research company Forrester predicts that blockchain and distributed registry technologies will continue to gain popularity this year. Forrester Chief Analyst Martha Bennett said that the company's forecasts are based not on the continuation of trends, but on changes. The report predicts the launch of 30% of global blockchain projects within the next year. The company's analyst believes that the development of new initiatives, including the blockchain sector, is associated with changes in market and economic conditions. Of course, this is also influenced by the coronavirus pandemic. In addition, most of the planned projects that will enter the development stage in 2021 will use enterprise blockchain platforms. The use of cloud technologies in blockchain development provided by Alibaba, Huawei, IBM, Microsoft, OneConnect, and Oracle will also grow. In total, Martha Bennett made 3 predictions for blockchain technology in 2021. 30% of projects globally will implement blockchain into production. China will make the fastest progress in adopting blockchain technology in its new digital infrastructure. Permission blockchains remain predominant in the long run. Mark Tepper, CEO of Strategic Wealth Partners. 2020 was a real gift for the cryptocurrency industry. Against the background of the deteriorating economic stability in the world, which was caused by the coronavirus epidemic, cryptocurrencies were in extremely high demand. Large companies, private investors, and foundations have shown great interest in Bitcoin as a store of capital. Such interest resulted in Bitcoin rising to a new all-time high at the end of the year. Mark Tepper, CEO of Strategic Wealth Partners, believes that the price of Bitcoin can reach as high as $100,000 by the end of next year, though he calls the $40,000 mark more likely. You can kind of compare this to Tesla, he said in December. Tesla's up over 500% this year. In my opinion, I think Bitcoin could potentially be the Tesla of 2021. It could, in my most bullish case possible, get to 100K by the end of next year. That'd be my bull case. I think my base case is a little closer to it doubling up to about 40K by the end of 2021. Anthony Pompliano, co-founder of Morgan Creek Digital. Anthony Pompliano, co-founder of Morgan Creek Digital, is also confident in the great success of Bitcoin next year. Pompliano is basing his predictions on the fact that Bitcoin is gaining immense popularity among institutional investors and billionaires, which means a lot of capital is entering the cryptocurrency market. The latest news on this topic concerns the company MicroStrategy. The company invested $650 million raised from investors in 29,646 Bitcoins at average of $21,925 per coin. MicroStrategy now owns 70,470 Bitcoins, spending $1.125 billion to purchase at an average price of $15,946 per Bitcoin. MicroStrategy's vision is intelligence everywhere. Their entire company is committed to the success of their customers. Think of them like an intelligence bureau also trying to exert influence on the market. Ethereum, the second most popular coin, may become much more interesting for investors in the near future. The Ethereum 2.0 network was recently launched, where consensus is achieved through staking. This can bring passive income to token holders, and given the reputation of Ethereum and its founder, Vitalik Buterin, we can expect a significant influx of funds into the new blockchain throughout the next year. Tim Draper, founding partner, Draper Fisher Jurvetson, DVJ venture capital firm. Draper says the biggest developments are yet to come, Over the next few years, we will be able to run our entire businesses on the blockchain with deals done on smart contracts. We will allow retailers to accept crypto without having to pay the bank 2.5% to 4%. See OpenNode. Using Bitcoin at retail will become standard practice for any retailer who wants to stay in business. Governments will begin the process of being able to tax crypto transactions or income through accounting systems like Cryptio. Peter McCormack, host of What Bitcoin Did podcast. McCormack also mentions MicroStrategy. It might be important to keep your eyes on this company. MicroStrategy opened the door to companies to seriously consider having Bitcoin on the balance sheet. Bitcoin, not crypto. I expect Bitcoin to set all-time new highs and possibly exceed $100,000 per coin. Corey Clipston, founder of SwanBitcoin.com. Clipston reaffirms the importance of Bitcoin and the fact that technology is running too fast for interference. He predicts Bitcoin going way past $100,000 in 2021. The way Bitcoin's price behaved during the global flight to liquidity in March set the tone for the rest of the year. Many of the institutional players like Stanley, Druckenmiller, and Michael Saylor, and analysts like Lynn Alden have said on record that they paid much more attention when they saw Bitcoin behave in that environment akin to gold, but amplified. That event accelerated a move towards Bitcoin becoming a must-have rather than a speculative trade. A lot of the same but louder. We probably haven't seen the last of the Infinity scams, and governments will make noise about launching their own FUD. Fear, uncertainty, and doubt around privacy, self-custody, and environmental concerns will build to a crescendo. We might even hear louder vocalizations that Bitcoin is a direct threat to the US hegemonic concerns, but it will be met by builders and innovators who move and launch projects faster than the narrative develops. He also said, "We do expect a major rally. Humans are bad at understanding exponential network growth, not to mention absolute scarcity. So as with previous market cycles, it's difficult to project where Bitcoin's price might reach if it goes parabolic again. But with the current macroeconomic backdrop and institutions beginning to pile in, going past $100,000 in 2021 might even be a conservative estimate." K. Van Pedersen, analyst at Saxo Bank. K. Van Pedersen is an analyst at Saxo Bank, a Danish investment bank which specializes in online trading and investment. Based out of Singapore, with an MSc in Applied Economics and Finance from Copenhagen Business School, Van Pedersen is an active Twitter user with no fear of speculating on tough topics like the prices of cryptocurrencies. Van Pedersen believes that Bitcoin will rise to $100,000 per unit by 2027, according to a feature by CNBC News published in May 2017. As the man who successfully predicted Bitcoin's flow up to 2,000 by 2017, K. Van Pedersen's most recent estimate, perhaps a little optimistic, suggests that Bitcoin would then account for 10% of the volume in the foreign exchange market. Wences Caceres is the founder and CEO of Zappo. Wences Caceres is the founder and CEO of Zappo, a Bitcoin wallet startup, and a board member at PayPal. Among other various roles, Caceres first found interest in Bitcoin due to high financial volatility in his home country, Argentina's native currency, the peso. The tech giant bought his first Bitcoins in 2011. Caceres believes that Bitcoin will hit 1 million sometime before 2027. He said at the Consensus 2017 conference in New York. Even better, he believes that Bitcoin could hit $1 million in as few as 5 years, saying on May 23, 2017 that the milestone will be reached in 5 to 10 years. Chamath Palihapitiya is the founder of Social Capital. Chamath Palihapitiya is the founder of Social Capital and co-owner of the Golden State Warriors. His Bitcoin journey started with an investment back in 2012, and by 2013 he had included Bitcoin in his hedge fund, general fund, private fund, and at one point he owned 5% of all Bitcoin in circulation. Palihapitiya has predicted Bitcoin will reach $100,000 in the next 3 to 4 years, adding that it will reach a price of $1 million by 2037. He also likened Bitcoin to gold. He said, "This thing has the potential to be comparable to the value of gold. This is a fantastic hedge and store of value against autocratic regimes and banking infrastructure that we know is corrosive to how the world needs to work properly." Li-Han Li, CEO and co-founder of Zangle. "I expect Bitcoin to rally in 2021, but making exact predictions on price doesn't really help anyone make informed decisions. My prediction would be wildly different from so many others, which would simply confuse people who need concrete information to act on. While I'll say that Bitcoin's upside potential is nearly limitless, there's absolutely no way to know how high or low the price of Bitcoin will go." That concludes the expert's opinion on the crypto space for 2021. Do you have any thoughts? Feel free to leave your predictions in the comments below. We hope to see you back for our next video. Until then, keep well.